Hello guys, welcome to another episode of Ripster Daily Trade Recaps and Teachings. Hopefully everybody is having great weekend. Just wanted to get out Friday's trade recaps and teachings, guys. What a Friday it was, what a Lotto Friday it was, just amazing. We finally got our semiconductor sell-off and we just literally nailed it. Just before I start, quick introduction to anybody who's new. These recaps and teachings are from any trades I take or any trades my traders in my community are taking. Recap of our daily game plan and recap of our daily ideas that we share or we trade. Either it's on my community or it's on Twitter. We do not trade random. We trade fixed, repeatable setups with risk management that we repeat again and again and again for consistent growth. So every day my team is up early, few hours before the market open. My team goes through various pre-market movers, up, downs, downgrades, upgrades, and what we create, what we call as a daily game plan. This was the game plan for Friday. As you can see, AVGO, Costco, DocuSign, Marvel, MDB were one of a few of our top plays. And of course, we had IOT and GPS, MU, Coin, CVNA, Rivian, BIBB, AMLX, among others. So this was our game plan, guys. And based upon this game plan, we trade the whole day. And those are the trades we are going to recap. Additionally, we also create what is called levels. These levels are created 15 to 20 minutes before the market opens. These levels are provided to our trade community who can use the support and resistance levels with the repeatable Ripster EMA cloud system to trade on their own. The focus on our community is to build confidence and make consistent traders who can trade on their own with their own conviction. We are not an alert service. Our focus is not to alert or not to give signals, but to make consistent traders who can trade on their own based upon my teachings, my repeatable setups from my experience, what I show day in, day out. And we also have what we call is something called day two setups. Day two setups are the setups which we play after second day or third day or fourth day after the big mover, big news. These are our day two, day three setups, which are usually less volatile, more stress-free trades, where we focus on the moves in the coming days. CrowdStrike was one of those day two, day three moves, which was really bullish move for us based upon our support and resistance levels. The rules on day two, day three are again based upon the EMA cloud systems that are given right here. All right, let's start with the first play of our day. Our biggest play of the day was AVGO. So AVGO was one of the biggest plays today. Let's go back and see how we traded AVGO. What was the plan on AVGO? The AVGO had, we had earning came out, and their 40% increase in their revenues. They were gapping up. I did post my earning analysis on Twitter and in my community. Anyways, the support and pivot levels were 1380, 1400. Resistance pivot was 1423, 1438. The plan was pretty simple. We will trade versus 1400 key level. If it stays under 1400, we will short it. If it goes over 1400, we will long it. We would be careful of any amateur move at the open, but that was the plan. So how did we execute our plan? Let's look at it. Together with these levels and EMA clouds, we were ready to execute our plan on AVGO. As soon as the market opens, I wait for some time. I wait for a few minutes. I wait. I look what price is doing. I look at what price is doing. I'm just waiting to see that if price breakdowns or not. And as soon as I see it's getting heavy, 935, that's where I say short it. You saw the plan pre-market, we short it as per our plan. Our first target is 1360, second target is 1350. We meet our 1316 target, we meet our 1350 target. I roll in, I get 1350 puts, which you can see here, which ended up going more than 100%. And then the lotos were pretty green right in first 20 minutes. We faded from 1390 all the way to 1340. It's still heavy, it still stays heavy, and then it rejects 512 EMA clouds. And later in the day, when NVDA news comes out, it rejects the 3450 EMA cloud. That's when I tell everybody we short again. we are short AVGO again. So you can see that my guidance here on the left hand side, we short AVGO again. It showed it again. Here you can see 1109. I say we short AVGO again. I'm trading the same 1350 puts, which now this time they went 100%. And then our next target is again the same 1330s, 1320s. AVGO continues to fade, and I roll into 1325s. I roll into 1325s. I can show you all here. Let's see if I can show you all my my shorts on AVGO. You can see there we were 60%, which went on to go to 70%. And then I rolled into 1330s in the morning, which went to 35%. And then end of the day, when we saw this was the setup, guys, this was the setup. I shorted it again. You can see here I told everybody I'm shorting it again because we are a bearish trend. We are not buying it. NVDA sell-off in the afternoon helped us. So we short it again, loaded heavy, and I roll into 1325 puts. You can see there they went 35%. And then my 1325 puts went 70%, and eventually I traded 1300s. That was our target, and you see AVGO eventually meeting all our targets. Starting from the morning 1380, 1400, we go to 1340s. We bounce, we short again on that bear flag break with the semiconductor news, Ripster cloud system working to the point, rejection on 3450. We short again. We made a bunch of other couple 100% Lotto trades. That's how you trade Lottos on Friday. You take your options. Once they hit 100, 200, 300%, you buy from the profit. You buy the next Lottos, and they go 100%, and then you buy another ones. So all day I traded the Lottos was, because what was the risk? After the big day winner, there was not really any risk. We made a big win in the morning, couple 100% trades, same profit we used all day, and we traded 1350s, 1325s, 1330s, 1300s. All those puts we traded all day for multiple 100% winner. AVGO was a huge winner for the community. You can see all the time-stamped guidance that I just showed you, and you can see the community really did good in AVGO. Everybody was just making it crazy, Ghost Rider. I mean, it was just amazing today. So why was it? Because we were ready with our pre-market planning. We had our clear levels defined, and we had our EMA cloud system, Ripster cloud system, to guide us with this short. Nobody was buying the dips on AVGO today, and that was a beautiful trade. Even end of the day, AVGO rejected 3450. You could see it could never get over 3450. You can see right here. So that was AVGO, guys. Biggest trade for us, multiple 100%. Many traders in the community grew their accounts significantly with not only this trade, there were many other trades, not just because of the alerts. So of course I was guiding AVGO whole day to the community when I shorted it in the morning, but because of the repeatable system, the education, the trust in the system, watching my webinars and my education that I provide free on YouTube, my recaps also on my Twitter. So this is what I try to teach, guys. These are the days that we work hard for, and we execute, and we get the exponential wins. Very happy for everybody in the community today. Let's go to the next one. So let's look at next one. The next one we're going to look at coin. What was our market plan in the pre-market? Let's go back and look at our market plan in the pre-market. The plan on the coin was, it was upgraded by Goldman Sachs. Remember, whenever tier one company upgrades, like Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, Banks of America, stock always sees the move. I gave the pivots as 241, 245, 80. Bullish to neutral, 250 is if it breaks out. So there's two breakouts, 245, 80 and 250. So let's see what coin did at open. Right at open, coin breaks out of those pivots for a big push. We break out of 220, 245, 80 pivot. Then we break out of 250 pivot, and the coin goes 70 points from there. 70 points from there, guys. Everybody did really good in community. just because of the repeatable setup. We know it's a bullish trend. We know it's a tier 1 upgrade. We know that it's breaking out of pre-market highs. It's breaking out of 250 psychological level. That's how you nail it. That's how you nail it on coin. Just so many plays today. You can see how the community was already done in the morning from coin and AVGO and Costco. We will discuss next. But you can see here CPD talking about 250 psychological level, coin rocking, ripping. Just a beautiful trade, guys. Beautiful trade. Well done by everybody in the community. All right, guys. Next one we're going to look at is Costco. Let's look at it. Just a beautiful trade. Let's go back, see what was the plan on Costco. The plan on Costco was Costco beats the earning, but revenue fell short. And support was 750, 745, resistance was 760, 762. I told everybody strictly in the pre-market that we only long if it is over the clouds. We do not long it under the clouds. And what did Costco did right at open? Let's see. Right at open, it started to break under 3450 cloud. My system told me that it's bearish. That's when I showed it right away. You can look here. I told everybody Costco short, right? And then I also said, I was on the voice guidance. I explained to everyone we need 745 to break down. 745 to break down. 745 breaks down. Our 740 first morning target met, and then 738. By that time, our trend, our amateur move trade was done, very profitable, because when we showed it here, our risk was defined over the clouds, our $2-3 risk, and we made over $8-9. Then it bounces to the resistance, and what are my rules? It bounces to 512 resistance, rejects it, you short it again, and you do not cover it. If you are in from the open, you do not cover it. You let it work out, and that's what happened. We rejected the resistance, right back here it comes, right? So I told everybody, bear flag breaking down, now 737 target, here it comes. And that's what happened. We met our 737 target. Then we met our 735 target. Look at my timestamp guidance, guys. No hindsight. I tell everything in advance before the move, and then I show after the move, and then we hit 730s. And even at 730s, I told everybody we can roll into 725Ps. 725Ps, you know, and look at that. Even my 725Ps went 30-40% for me. So all day it was nothing but rolls on Costco. All day winner on Costco, guys. We started shorting. You see the pre-market plan. We started shorting at 750s, and all day we shorted all the way to 725. All my target mets. Very proud of this. These are the plays you execute. Look at the daily. Look at the daily chart. How did the down uptrend channel break? That gives you added conviction that trend has changed. It's a bearish trend. Look at the R walls. Look at the Ripster clouds. Look at the Ripster labels. Everything is bearish, and I told everybody short with confidence. Short with confidence, because these are the setups. These are the days you execute and you grow your account exponentially. Let your runners run. Do not get out. Let them run. That's how you move and you grow your account, guys, right? So there were few people who chickened out because they did not respect Ripster clouds, but those who respected the system made exponential gains today, profitable gains today. So very proud of everyone. Well done. And those who got out early, next time you better respect the system. I have been showing this system from with hundreds of examples from so many years on Twitter, on my YouTube recaps, on my website, and my webinars. So there's no reason to not respect the system. Always respect the system. Nothing is too low. Nobody in our community buys the dips on the days like this. We are short all day, guys. Short all day. Beautiful, beautiful trade on Costco. All right, let's look at our next winner. Our next winner was MRVL. MRVL, let's go back and see what was the plan on MRVL in pre-market. We can look at that. What was the plan on MRVL in pre-market? Let's go back. MRVL, the plan was only long if 79.50 holds. Under it, it's a short. Support was 79.50. Resistance was 82.50. And what happens? What happens? Let's look at what happens when market opens. MRVL. Here you go. I see the weakness under the clouds. That's when I tell everybody we short it. Short MRVL. And then the risk was 81.50, 82, 78 was my first target. Remember, it's again a gap down fade, right? And by 78 was my next target, and end of the day 75 was my target. We met all our targets on MRVL. It was a flawless trade for us, everybody on MRVL. All right, let's look at next one. The next one for us was DocuSign. Well, let's go back and look at, these were all pre-planned, very strong setups for us. We were ready in the pre-market for these setups, guys. We were ready. Here's the plan for DocuSign, right? The DocuSign plan was long only if 58 holds. If 58 does not hold, it's a gap fill under it. Support was 57, 58, resistance pivots was 59 and 60. Those were our levels we were trading against. As soon as the market opens, I tell everybody short Doku. You can see here right away I say short Doku, right? And then first amateur move gave us a big fade all the way from 57.50 to 54.60, almost $3 fade there. Beautiful trade. And when the Doku bounce, remember, if you're adding the dips, that is a problem. Either you are in the first 5 minutes or you wait, because if it flushes so much, look at your entry. You cannot have an entry. Risk is right here. Then why are you entering here? That's something you have to think. When it bounces, it comes closer to your risk. That's when you can hit it. That's when you hit it, because your risk is right close there. And this is what happens. And Doku hits here and fades and goes back to 55 all day short. If you miss the first move, short it again. Closer it comes to this resistance, support becomes resistance, better the short for all day fade. You can see my timestamp guidance. Beautiful trade in community, repeatable setup, not a random trade. We do this every day. And look where it held. It held right at the 1 hour support. You could see that 1 hour support. That's where Doku was bouncing. All right, guys, now let's look at our another winner was MDB. Let's look at what was the plan on MDB for us today. So the plan that I gave in the pre-market on MDB was support pivot was 380, 375. Resistance pivot was 385.50. I told everyone we were on the voice. I get on the voice. I get on the screen share 20 minutes before the market open. I show my screen and we talk up through the levels. I told everyone if it breaks that 385.50 level, it can push right at open. I clearly told this thing to everybody on the voice that we can push right at open. Look for a B minus bounce under 380, cautious, it can chop, but look for the B minus bounce. And what happens as soon as market opens? Let's look at MDB. What does it do when market opens? Let's look at here. Let's check it out. So I don't know why it's not opening here. Let's figure it out. 1 second. Anyways, so you see as soon as the market opened, what was the level I gave in the pre-market? You remember that? You remember my guidance in the snapshot? I said 385.50. That is the amateur move trade. Either you are in there or you are not. But anyways, a lot of traders were in that MDB amateur move. MDB breaks out, pushes up, and I said we should meet 410 target. It gap fills, met our target and faded right away. You could have shorted as a C minus short with the risk of the gap fill as well. But beautiful trade on MDB by everybody. Very well done there as well. This was a different kind of setup. This was opening bounce amateur trend setup. See, every setup is different, right? You have a different risk reward. You have a different timing. So that's what you have to look at. What setup works for you? Does amateur moves work for you, or does trend moves work for you? Does the B minus bounces work for you, or does A plus shorts gap fill works for you? So that's something you have to figure out with your analysis, with your screen time, and with your practice. All right, guys, now we are going to look at NVDA. So NVDA was beautiful for us because we traded long and we traded short. NVDA, we traded long, we traded short, we did everything on NVDA. Let's talk about what was our long setup on NVDA. So the long setup on NVIDIA was pretty clear in the morning. We can take a look here, and NVIDIA still faded after hours. And this is what we will talk about. The semiconductors were running, but the day will come when they will fade 10%. We knew about this. We talked about this, that this is what's going to happen one day, and today was the day. They trapped everyone. Everyone was waiting for 1,000, but they knew if 1,000 hits, they won't have it. When I mean they, I mean the market makers, the institutions, because everybody's buying those calls. Guess what? Everybody has the calls and everybody's waiting for 1,000, but they rug pull before the 1,000. Right, so we were long. You can see we were long for this 970 breakout in the morning. You can see this was the levels I gave, and we made a decent money, 30-40% on that move. I think we made 50% if I remember correctly. So that was our first trade on NVIDIA. I stepped away, but as soon as NVIDIA breaks 512, that's your warning. That's your warning that it's getting short, and then it breaks 3450. That's it, guys. And my traders, my students, everybody in my community, they know these rules, and everybody was short on NVIDIA after that. We were shorting AVGO, we were shorting SMCI, we were shorting ARM. So basically you could short any semiconductor, right? So that is how you have to understand how the market structure works. We know that NVIDIA has been going, and it couldn't just keep going till infinity. The one day it will give up. And how do we figure that out? We figure that out by our trend. Look at this. This is the first time NVIDIA broke 1 hour trend in how many days? This 29. So 1 hour trend breaks, that's a short, right? Even before that, it didn't really ever break that 1 hour trend. So there's no dip buying today, guys. There's no dip buying. And that's how we short it all the way. I clearly told everybody, look here, don't long NVIDIA. Don't long NVIDIA under the clouds, D- setup. So it's not about making money, it's about saving money as well. So many people thanked me and said, hey, if we were not listening to your education, we would have been buying this dip on NVIDIA blindly. We saved a lot of money. So money saved is money made, guys. Money saved is money made. So look at this flush today, and it's not done. If you missed today, we are going to get some more opportunities next week. The trend is bearish now. If trend becomes bullish, yes, then we will bounce. Probably it dips a little bit more and then it consolidates, right? Nobody is stopping it from going to 800. It breaks today's low, it's going to go to 800. It's already close to 800. It's 850. But the point is how to trade this. And we traded with confidence all day, with our conviction, with our repeatable setups. We know that 512 is breaking here, and you can see my guidance. I told them do not buy it. You can see the 3450 break, yesterday lows break, and all day flush on NVIDIA. Well done. And if you see that it was all semiconductor sector, you could short ARM. You could short ARM. This was our level 139.34. SMCI 1171. SMCI, ARM break our level, short it. SMCI, the levels I gave in pre-market, broke, short it, short any semiconductor. And we were on top of it because we know this is the whole sector move. That's how we were shorting AVGO. So you need to understand all these if you want to be a really successful trader and want to grow your account exponentially, because when these opportunities show up, you need to execute. And not just think what's going around. Find a good risk reward entry and execute. So very good learning lesson today on all that what have happened with semiconductors today, guys. Remember that. So next one we are going to look at is, guys, CRWD. So what was CRWD? CRWD was initially our morning trade. It was a day too long. Let's look at our levels on CRWD. The levels on CRWD were 330 was the resistance pivot, 325 was support, 332 was another resistance pivot. It's over the cloud, it's our risk. It's a day 2 rule. Breaks over the pivot, you take it long, $10 long, easy day 2 setup. You can see my post here, but community already knows we give the day 1, day 2. Everything, all the plan in the pre-market, so everybody was ready. Great trade in community. I was not in this one personally, but I'm very happy for the community how they executed CRWD today. All right, just gonna look at the Google. Let's see what we did on Google. Google is just the recap is that it's our swing, right? Our Google swing was you can see here, I gave a swing at 130, 136, and we hit 137. and Google was our successful swing based upon the support pivots from 131 level. We hit almost 139 today. Beautiful trade. I told everybody to take a half profit at least there. I'm still holding because I'm in the money. I made good profits, and I explained it to you guys in previous YouTube videos why Google was a high confidence swing for me. Hopefully you guys also on YouTube watched it and traded some Google on that. And remember, if we see the money rotation from semiconductors and all, we can see Google going or Amazon's going, but it's two-edged sword, because if semiconductors kind of sell off too much, then the whole market is going to tank. But I think we also already have seen a lot of correction on these Google's, Apples. Maybe they pull back and give us another buying opportunity, but we'll see what Monday brings. Very excited about that. All right, guys, next one we're going to look at is Tesla. So what was Tesla today? Tesla was bearish. Bearish now. I told everybody avoid longs. I told everybody at avoid longs at 10:15 when Tesla was breaking 34.50, and after that it was just a short from 179.40 all the way to 174.70. Look at this range, guys. Look at my updates, and look at this system. You have to trade just one trade. Even if you traded Tesla short today, you should be proud of it. You don't need to trade AVGO, SMCI, ARMs, or NVDA or something. If you traded Tesla, shorted it, I'm proud of you. You should be proud of yourself, because there was a setup to be executed on Tesla, and you executed that setup with confidence. So you should be proud of that. This is what I keep telling everyone, right? Do not buy against the trend, buy with the system. That's why a lot of traders had exponential day in the community today. Such a good feedback. One of traders hit 100,000 first time in profit. Very proud of that. Let's quickly discuss some other trades from the community. The next one was IOT. IOT was I said 38 is support, gap fill under 38, bearish under it. Let's look at what IOT did. IOT didn't break initially, but later it started to break down. It was just a good scalp. I think I mentioned on the floor that IOT was you can short scalp it, right? It was a choppy initially, but at the end of the day when market was selling, you got a nice fade scalp here on IOT. All right, guys, next one we're going to look at is GPS. So GPS was bullish to neutral, 2040, 2150, whatever two levels you can see there. So let's see what GPS did. So GPS was heavy right out of the gate. So what did I tell everybody? I said it's a gap fill, avoid the longs. And look what happened. Right under that 3450 cloud, we got a nice, almost a gap fill. Good short, good trade for small caps. It did curl later in 512 if you wanted to trade long, but by that time the money was already made. All right, guys, the next one we are going to cover quickly is CVNA. Again, CVNA was our let's go back and see. CVNA was an upgrade. Our upside pivot was 85.64. I told everybody do not long under 82.50, only over 85.64, and that's it, right? It breaks that 85.54, it goes to 90. Another morning trade on CVNA. Traders really executed it. So many opportunities, so many opportunities. You risk under here, you risk $1 or $2, you take the starter morning trade and you take your first profits at 10 a.m. and then you're done. All right, I'm gonna just wrap up quickly. Leave you guys to enjoy your weekend with SPY QQQ guidance today, guys. So SPY QQQ was initially breaking out. That's when I guided everybody to long. You can see this breakout on SPY QQQ that you can long it here, right here, on the low or all the long scalps initially when it's breaking out of this area, and when it's but when it breaks 512 and 34.50, that's a short, guys. That's a short. And how do we know that? With our SPY and VIX strategy. We know it with our SPY and VIX strategy, guys. Right? So as when SPY gets over 15, that's what you do. You short it. You short the market. Look here, the push over 15 and market flush, right? Push over 15, 1553, all day market flush. All the as soon as it starts to break here, you can go back and even look at the levels I gave in the pre-market. On the SPY, 514.87, 514, two supports, QQQ 444, 443. 22, and look at those supports breaking down, right? When they break down those supports, it's more fade. There were so many opportunities to short SPY. Repeatable system, you know, same thing I talk every day. So so that was it, guys. Friday, and look here, 3450 rejection, 3450 rejection, clockwork. Tell me any other system which does this, right? We got our reversals and we got our bounces, we got our shorts, everything using this repeatable system. You don't really need anything, just focus the system, guys. That was a beautiful move. Anyway, guys, that was it. Next week is going to be crazy as well. Be ready. If you want to trade with us, join the community. Join. There should be a discount code in the description. Do not come for alerts or signals. Only come for education and guidance. I will see you there. Take care. Bye-bye.